Hi, I'm Monica Gingold and I'm here with Jessie Murphy, and I'm going to show you guys how to recreate this look, which is the makeup look that I did for Jessie for the Brownlow last year in 2017. I've been doing Jessie's makeup for probably 10 years. Since
a long time.
Yeah, since your very, very first photo shoot, and I've done Jessie's makeup for her wedding and quite a few Brownlows, but I think this was one of my favourite looks. Jessie's dress was a very metallic-y kind of nude, and in some lights it looked really gold and in some lights it looked really silver, so it was a really interesting dress to design a makeup for because it photographed in some lights it was really, really silver, almost blue, and in other lights it was quite nude and gold. So we created this look that really tied in with her dress, and it's just a really soft, really blended, bronzy, super glowy skin kind of look. And if you keep watching, you'll learn how to do it. So I've just done the base foundation with MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and the colour is NC35. It's a beautiful full coverage foundation, but feels really light on the skin. So now I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, just under the eyes, and just buffing it into the front of the cheeks. So now I'm going in with MAC Prep and Prime Translucent Powder, just smoothing out the creases on the eye and then setting with a little bit of this powder. And then just pressing a little bit of powder under the eyes, just to set that and make sure it doesn't crease. And anywhere else that you get a little bit shiny, so sides of the nose, chin, and forehead. So now I'm going to do the brows, and I'm just brushing brows into place first. And I'm using an Alison Jade brow powder in just like a light brown taupey sort of colour. So I don't want the brows to look too perfect or manicured. I want them to look natural, but just a little bit enhancing what she naturally has. Just giving a little bit more definition to the top of the arch here and just extending that tail down a little bit. Now I'm just going in with some brow gel. This is just a clear Anastasia brow gel, just to lock those hairs in place. So I'm going to start the eyes by using Groundwork Eye Paint from MAC and just pressing that over the lids. This is a cream product, but it sets, so you do have to work quite quickly, but it really keeps all the eyeshadow on in place all day. So it's an important step in doing a makeup that you want to last. Okay, so now I'm going to start the eyeshadow by using Shroom from MAC, a little bit under the brow. The highlight under the brow is really subtle, it's not super frosty and there's not heaps of product on the brush, it's just a little bit. And then a little bit in the inner corners. So then this eyeshadow is Patina, also from MAC. And I'm applying all these eyeshadows with the 217 brush, which is just a really lovely, soft, fluffy brush. And that is obviously beautiful up close, but also from far away and being shot by flash. So now I'm going in with Bronze, which is another MAC colour. And it's just being applied in the outer corners and through the crease and quite blended out. What was really beautiful about this makeup was how soft and blended it was. No harsh lines, no black, no dark colours. It was just all really soft and blended, and it's quite sort of ethereal looking. So just building up the most intense colour in the outer corners, but it is still very blended, and then going a little bit up through here and just extending that shape out. So now I'm going to press just a little bit of black shadow on a small flat angle brush into the lash line and just extending that out a little bit, but it's very, very blended. It's definitely not an eyeliner, it's just a shadow. So pressing the black into the lash line and just extending out a little bit. So now I'm going back with the Patina colour and just doing under the bottom lashes. So just blending this Patina colour under the eye. And then I'm going in with Bronze again and just in the corners. And now I'm going back with that fluffy brush to just blend this in and make it really smudgy and soft so there's no harsh lines. And then just cleaning up fallout here. So to make the eyes really pop, I'm using a cream eyeliner pencil. And that just really whitens and brightens the eyes so we look extra fresh. And I'm going back with the Shroom, which was the highlighter that we started with, and just popping a little bit extra in here. And now that we can see how deep that shadow is, now we can go in with a little more highlighted really just under the brow, just for a little bit of extra lift. For the contour, I'm using Fenty Beauty Truffle stick, and I'm just applying it with my fingers, just under the cheekbone and just blending it in. So when you use your fingers, I find it much easier to blend than using the product straight out of the stick. The warmth of the fingers just really works the product into the skin. And then if you need a little bit of extra help blending, just go back with that foundation brush, just blend that in. Because we definitely don't want to see it, we don't want it to be stripes, we just want the illusion of shadow. So you can apply a little bit, blend it in, and then apply a little bit more as you need. So now I'm using the Hourglass Bronzer, Luminous Bronze Light, just over the top of that contour and blending it in, just to give that skin a bit more of a tan, healthy glow. So making sure that it's right in that hairline, pushed right back, and just amping up this contour a little bit, but very blended. A little bit of bronzer on the ears, just a little bit on the jawline, just to blend it all together. Now I'm going to use the Stila Cream Blush, and the colour is Lilium. It's a really nice light pink, and this light pink really brings out the bluey colours in Jessie's eyes. And because it's a cream, it gives just a beautiful texture to the skin, makes the skin very glowy and dewy. And just a little bit chin and nose, just for balance. But that's really, you don't really want to see it there, it's just to give balance to the whole face. For the highlighter, I'm using the Becca Cream, and this colour is Champagne Pop. And it's just going along the cheekbone and up under the brow just a little bit and blending forward. And this just gives the skin a really amazing radiant glow, and you can really buff it in quite a lot. And then to really intensify that highlighter, I'm using Luna Cream Colour Base from MAC. And this is quite white and quite frosty, so you don't need a lot of this product, but this just really intensifies the highlight just in the spots that you need it. And I applied it with my fingers, I'm just blending it in with the brush so it really blends in with that other highlighter. And then just adding a touch more highlight, just sort of where you need it, a bit on the nose, Cupid's bow. We did already do a highlight on the inner corner of the eye, but if you just want to amp it up even more, you can use a little bit of this Luna. So I'm just doing some mascara now on Jessie's lashes before I put on false lashes. So I'm just adding on some medium length false eyelashes. So I'm going to do medium in the outer corners and shorter ones going in. And I'm building them up because it was quite a lashy look. And now I'm going in with some shorter ones. So just doing these medium length in the outer corners. And I'm just going to pack a few more on just so that they're extra thick and fluffy. I prefer to use individuals than full set. I just find them much more comfortable and you can control how thick they get. While those lashes are drying, I'm just going to do some mascara on the bottom lashes. So now for the lips, I'm using Skinny Latte, which is a Mecca Max liquid lipstick. Now I find I don't need a pencil. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the centre of the lips first, and then the centre of the bottom lip too. And because this is a liquid lipstick, it's very long wearing, so it's great for an event like Brownlow or a wedding. So it's a really lovely matte colour, nude, but it's got pink in it, pinky brown, so it just ties in really nicely with the eye makeup. And then I'm just popping a little bit more mascara on top of these lashes, just for a bit more impact. Just to get a little more emphasis on these bottom lashes, I'm using a fan brush with mascara because you can really just amp up these lashes, almost painting them individually. So we're almost done, and I've just had a little look from further away, and just to get the final finish on the skin, I'm just buffing a tiny bit more concealer through the front here, just wherever you think might need a little bit of extra coverage or just a bit of refining. Just makes the makeup look that little bit more polished and finished, but there's almost no product on the brush. So I haven't used very much powder in this makeup at all, but just to finish it off, final setting of translucent powder wherever you might get a little bit shiny. But I really want the skin to be looking fresh and dewy, so not too much powder at all. And that's the look. This is very similar to how Jessie went to the Brownlow last year, and you can see her skin is just super glowy, soft, bushy lashes and brows, and just a lovely pinky nude lip. And I hope you enjoyed watching the video.